So this is my first time recording anything of this style, but I really wanted to document the process of building a old world Bretonnian fantasy army. And as you can see here, I have just received my first package of many eBay purchases that we'll be using to build that army, seeing as Games Workshop no longer supports Bretonnian army or square bases or fantasy, anything like that. So you can see the only thing I've done so far is I've cut out my address and the seller's address so that we can have some privacy. And I apologize for my camera angle here. This is a very amateur setup. So hopefully if this thing kind of kicks off, we can justify expanding it a bit. So let's see, for the first thing we have in here, bits is useful. Alrighty, it looks like we have some shields in here. Kind of dump this out and see what we got. Alrighty. So some painted Knights of the Realm, I believe. I'm still trying to figure out which knights are which, but not the best paint job, but also not bad either. Either way, any painted models I get will be getting stripped, and we'll be probably cleaning up some mold lines and bring this army back to life. Looks like we also got some bases in here and some shields. Next, looks like we have some more knights in pieces this time. God, I love these old, ridiculous helmed decorations. That's part of what drew me to this army. It's just how over the top I'm gonna go with them. Paint every knight differently. Probably hate myself, not even by the end of it, but after I paint like 5 knights. But should be a lot of fun, something very different. It'll be nice to get back to something. I know Bretonnians aren't the most simple, but in terms of models now that we have with like Age of Sigmar and 40K, it'll be a lot, there's a lot less bits and bobs going on. They're not nearly as busy, even with the priestess on this dude's head. So this all kind of just came about. My friends and I were talking the other day, and we were actually looking through an old white dwarf from an Empire release. I think from like 2004 or 5. And we were just kind of in awe at how good white dwarf used to be, and how much hobby content. I mean, now the hobby's grown a lot, so you can't, I mean, that thing had literally dozens of pages dedicated to just how to paint these new Empire models. And I thought that was really cool. And we were just talking about how much we missed fantasy. And I mean, then we just decided, well, why not play it? We still have the books. It still exists. It's just not supported. So obviously there's 9th Age. I haven't played that. But 8th is really when I started to grow as a hobbyist, learn how to paint better. Not that I would consider myself probably an above average painter, but nothing special. I'm not winning any competitions. But yeah, it's really, I have a soft spot in my heart, and there's probably some nostalgia there for sure. But Bretonnians are an army that I never got to play, and I've always been interested in, and so now I'll have the chance. And here's our first I have 12 horses so far. Apologize if I'm just rambling. I didn't write a script or anything. I'm just kind of going off the cuff as I unbox this first batch of Bretonnian goods. This is metal, so something big and heavy. All right, I believe this is the Bretonnian. I don't even know what this is. I'll have to do some research, but I believe this guy on the right is part of the Men-at-Arms Command Group from before it was a plastic box. I apologize too if my camera is not quite centered. Let me fix that. Oh yeah, look at that. That's definitely the musician there. Let's see if we can fix this lighting a little bit as well. So yeah, these will be nice. I've been scouring the internet trying to find good deals on Bretonnians. Oh, here we have I believe a Grail Knight on foot. You can do some cool stuff. Putting him in a big block of peasants with that, I believe was the one knightly vow to put him on foot. Oh, some old metal. Okay, so I guess that guy is just another Men-at-Arms, and I'm sorry I keep pulling these off a frame, but these are fantastic. Some more Men-at-Arms and some peasant archers. No Bretonnian force is complete without a ridiculous amount of peasants acting as meat shields for your knights and standing on the places where your knights don't want to. Really excited that there's multiple command sets. Now this is cool, something I didn't expect in this lot. It looks like we actually got one of the original boxes. Well, not original, but I believe the original Pegasus Knights came in blisters. But we have an on-sprue set of the redone Pegasus Knights. Now that's awesome. I almost don't even want to clip these off the sprue, but that's obviously not going to happen. I bought these to play with them. I'm really excited for those Pegasus Knights. These are going to be really fun to build up and paint. Oh, you know what? I don't think those came with bases. I think those go on 50 by 50 square bases. Here it looks like we have some more archers, this time in plastic. These are going to be a good time to strip. Apologize, had speakers on my computer, shut those off. All in all, these seem in pretty good shape. Not cleaned the best, but it's not hard to remove some mold lines. This guy's painted so thick. I mean, I can feel, and it's varnished as well. He might be difficult, but we've got an ultrasonic, some LAs, totally awesome, cleaner. There's not much out there that combination can't handle. And if anything, it's just one archer. These other ones, the paint's actually on here pretty thin. Pretty sure they were just primed white and just never got finished painting. like we got some more horses. Oh, that is some thick glue or something going on there. These models are old. There's not... I got a pretty good deal on these. This eBay seller had a bunch of listings, and I just sent him a message and asked if he could bundle them all up for me and give me a discount. So worked something out there. So if some of these models are not in the greatest condition, I'm not too torn over it. And it's nothing that won't be too hard to repair. Looks like we're up to a whole big old train of horses at this point. A box within a box. We have a fully painted knight here. Once again, I'm not sure. I think it's a Knight of the Realm. But yep. If you can't hear it in my voice, I'm super excited. This is about as excited as I get. These paint jobs are just totally like 90s and how neon. Like, what is this? Like the 7-Up Sprite Knight, you know, lime green and yellow. Really pops on the tabletop, that's for sure. Whoever originally built these actually did a really good job with these banners. They really look like they're whipping in the wind. I think they're paper and then sealed or coated in super glue or something. But that's a cool touch that I might try to take into consideration, as I'll probably get rid of those. Boy. Alrighty, here we have some more knights. You can really see the age on this plastic, but what do you expect when you're buying Bretonnians? Wasn't made yesterday. This looks like 6 more knights with some extra lances. We'll keep those aside, I bet. I have a feeling you'll need those. Oh, you know what? These lances will be good for these guys over here. Haven't been fully built yet, so I'll keep those together. Looks like some more peasant archers. Now, I never actually played against Bretonnians back in 8th edition, and I didn't play them either, but from everything I've read doing some research online is these peasants are incredible for their cost, even though they may look pretty terrible on paper. Giving them some flaming arrows, and their cheat points, I think it's 60 points for 10, 65 with the brazier, and they come with a free piece of terrain that I believe was FAQ'd to act as a fence, which I think gives them -1 to be hit by missile attacks, which is pretty phenomenal for 60 points. And I believe that also counts as dangerous terrain, so if you're getting charged by a chariot or cavalry, there's a chance that things just die. It looks like this is the rest of what I'll need for those Pegasus Knights. We got the bases and the wings. That's awesome. I was thinking I might have had to pick those up elsewhere, but it is good to know. Now, do these go on the flying little circle stands? I thought they went on the squares, like Monstrous Cavalry. Maybe they're just packaged together with the little flying sticks. I'm not actually 100% sure on that one. I'm not really 100% sure on any of this stuff. It's been so long. This is an empty bag. Looks like we have some primed sprues here. Oh, that's kind of a yikes. I don't know if you can see that, but it's old primer. Didn't adhere very well. I got someone else's hair in there. Yeah, these are gonna have to go in the ultrasonic. But that being said, the primer's not too thick on there. We'll clip these off, throw them in the ultrasonic. Shouldn't be too bad. So what is that? Another one, two. Wow, look at this. This like they compared to a modern sprue, they really were not efficient with their space. I mean, injection molding has come a long way, I'm sure. And what's the year on this sprue? 1996. Yeah. But I mean, I'm working on a Mega Gargant's Force for Age of Sigmar currently, and the amount of bits on each single sprue is just insane. But yeah, it looks like we got 4. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on sprue. I don't want to count a new on sprue. They've obviously been primed. But we're working out to have a nice little base of knights here. Now, unlike newer versions of 40K and Fantasy, or Age of Sigmar rather, it looks like the majority of the larger games take place above 2,000 points, especially if you want to take the toys that we used to. Be really limited on. Oh, this is awesome. What we have here, it looks like you got 2 more packaged. It almost feels like it's a shame to open this. This is what I remember from when I was a lot younger. Is this red packaging, going to the store, looking at the wall of blisters. I mean, obviously that still exists. I'm just being nostalgic right now. But I'll hold off on opening that for a little while until it's time to work on that. Looks like we have this is a BSB Paladin here. That was opened at some point, but new regardless. Wow, that's some good stuff. I don't know what it is. And some of the new sculpts are definitely incredible and amazing, but I really have a soft spot for these more simple, less busy sculpts. It's actually really what I played a lot of Lord of the Rings in the past year or so, well before Corona anyway. We got really big into that, and those models are just a joy to paint. Due to their level of simplicity, I didn't feel like a chore painting them. It looks like one more Pegasus Knight is all that is left. Not new on sprue, but hey, this is in fantastic shape, so won't complain. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've made it through me rambling for 20 minutes and an unscripted unboxing, I know it's the most exciting material on YouTube. I don't know what the channel name is going to be yet, so we'll figure that out when I post this. So anyway, thanks for watching. Look forward to getting some more Bretonnian stuff in over the next couple months, and I'll be stripping and painting all these. And I'm just kind of going to use this as a platform to document all that because I thought this was a unique project that you don't see every day. So thanks everyone and have a good one.